Example 13. Okay, this is interesting. Not really, but well, it's better than the other examples. So once again, you have a double bond present, so the molecule is going to end with "-ine" for alkene. The longest carbon chain. All right, I think this is why I put this example here. If you think about it, you can have that, which is the longest carbon chain, which contains 3 carbons. And if you go in this direction, this also contains 3 carbon. But your longest carbon chain needs to contain the principal functional group. So I really cannot have that as the longest carbon chain ever, because I need the double bond to be in the longest carbon chain. So really, this is the only carbon chain that I can have, which has 3 carbon and 3 is prop. Now, even if for some reason, actually, in this case, if you elongate this, and you can have that as the longest chain, but even if the chain that contains the double bond is not the longest chain possible, you still have to go for it. So you need the functional group. Whatever that's in the suffix has to be on your longest carbon chain. And that will leave you with a branch. Now this branch is a methyl, and I do need to number. I need to start from this end. So when you have to consider between the carbon chain, the branch, and the double bond will take higher priority. So you need to start from the end that's closest to the double bond. We're gonna have something interesting in this example. So let's say if I just follow the step and then I name it 2-methyl prop 1-ine. Okay, you always want to think about the locations before you move on to the next example. This branch has to be on the middle carbon. If it is on this carbon, then this carbon will become a longest chain of 4. If the branch is on this carbon, you also have a longest chain of 4. So the branch has to be on carbon number 2. Now, if you have 3 carbons in the longest chain, then the double bond is always going to be between carbon 1 and 2. If it's between these 2 carbon, then you will start from this side. So wherever the double bond is will become carbon 1 anyway. So both of these numbers are not necessary in the name. So before you move on to the next example, you need to write the name again. Methylpropene is enough. We don't want extra information that's not necessary. Okay,